Alright, so today I want to film just a quick video on how to get the perfect score line. This will be part of the larger series of for the Kinkajou School of Bottle Cutting, but I just wanted to get this one up quick. I've been meaning to get to it, but just been really busy lately sending out all these Kinkajous everywhere. So let's just get started here. So the first thing you want to do when you're snugging it on the bottle is you want to get it just a little snug. You know, see right now I'm turning it, I can barely turn it, that's way too tight. That's not bad there, goes around pretty easily. You know, I can go around once. Alright, everything's kind of good. I'll show you real quick here. You want to make sure that the distance between here and here is about the same, because you don't want to tighten it more than one side, because then it won't track as great. So once you've kind of put it where you want, I'm just going to cut it actually right under this label here. Drop down your blade. I like to hold on to just the one side, so I typically do them like this. I find hanging on like this, sometimes you can make it twist when you don't mean to. So it's nice and easy to hang on like this. And you just slowly go around the bottle. What you're listening for at the end is a click. Let me take that bottle out of there. And that's a perfect score line. All the way around the bottle. I guess probably should have cut up here, would have been a little nicer, but this was just more for demo purposes. So I started right around here, I ended up right there. So let me show you what can happen when it doesn't go so great. Here's another bottle. And I'll show you what you want to try and avoid. Again, snug it up on there, it's a bit tight. That's pretty good. We're all lined up. So when you drop it, what you want to avoid is kind of putting any kind of torque so that this thing goes back and forth like this. Let me just lift the blade so I can show you. I'm going to exaggerate it. You don't want this, because if you turn it like this, you're actually going to drive a line downwards or upwards. So to make sure it's nice and straight, I like to hang on to the one side and go like this. But let me show you. If I put a bit of pressure on there, I can actually push this down and I'll end up like this. So you can see there, that's where I started, that's where I ended. And that's because when I had it on there, put it back on real quick, I was actually forcing it downwards like this. So again, you want to avoid that. We'll do another cut on this other bottle here, and I'll show you again. We'll start right here, it's nice and clear. Again, that's a bit tight. That's pretty good there. I'm going to check the distance. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's start right here. Lower that blade, and we'll just slowly go around. There's that click. Perfect. So what I would recommend is get yourself, maybe not a bottle like this, but maybe a wine bottle, and start cutting at the top and move it down. You know, just maybe put 10-15 lines on one bottle you don't care for, and you'll get a good feel for it. Once you kind of get what it's supposed to feel like as it's going around, all the cuts will be fine. But again, I think it's just a bit of practice at the beginning to make sure you get that perfect line, because it'll still separate. If you get this off by say 1 millimeter here, the whole thing will still come apart, but then it's just extra work to sand that down later on. So save yourself a lot of work and just get that score line perfect in the beginning, and that'll make the perfect glass.